Stop right there. Yes, you. What if this is the moment that changes everything for you? Don't swipe away. Seriously freeze. Take a deep breath and really listen. You're not here by accident. This isn't just another random video on your feed. This right here, right now, could be the moment you remember when your whole world turned around. Think about it. How often does something pop up in your day that feels like a direct message to your soul? This is one of those moments, one you'll want to replay in your mind. So if you're multitasking with another screen or getting lost in endless scrolling, center yourself. This moment is divinely orchestrated for you and you alone. You ever get the feeling, like when you hear your favorite track at just the right time, or a quote hits you between the eyes on Instagram, that something bigger is trying to get your attention? That urge you feel right now? That's not just coincidence. That's the universe, God, and your angels working overtime on your behalf. Your miracle isn't next week, next year, or after your next cup of coffee. Your miracle is about to happen in the next 10 minutes. Let that settle in. What if I told you missing a single second here means risking the best blessing of your life? That's no small potato, right? But let's be real. There's a battle for your attention. Like a Friday night when every streaming platform is battling for your eyeballs. The enemy is hyping up distractions, skepticism, and boredom, hoping you'll click away and miss what's been set up for your breakthrough. If you've ever tossed and turned at night, worrying about your future, your family, your finances, this message is laser-targeted for you. God has seen every silent prayer, every single tear. This is the moment everything could pivot for you. Imagine this. In the next 10 minutes, the part of your life that kept you up at night suddenly transforms. Like a plot twist in your favorite Netflix show, you couldn't see it coming. But it's here to flood your life with peace, security, and abundance. But let me be straight. It's a two-way street. Dismiss this message, let doubt creep in, and the miracle might pass you by. People everywhere are desperate for that change, longing for hope. But you've been chosen to hear this. What you do next determines your future. Are you sitting there wondering if this could actually be for you? Here's your answer. 100%. Yes. This is your divine appointment. If you stick around until the end, you'll see why everything in your life has led here. There's a reason this video isn't on someone else's phone right now. It's right here on your screen. That's all the proof you need. So let me ask, what are you willing to do if this really, truly is your shot at a breakthrough? Drop a "I am ready to receive" in the comments right now. Go ahead, make it public. That's your first step toward unlocking your destiny. Hit like, subscribe for future messages, and share this with someone who needs a lift. Don't keep the blessing to yourself. Ready? Prophetic alert. God is speaking now. In this exact second, a window between heaven and earth is wide open. And no, this isn't just some abstract hype. It's your personal appointment. Ever get the chills when something resonates down to your bones? That stirring in your chest? That spark of hope? That's not just you. That's a spiritual call, custom designed for you. Let's get even more relatable. Have you ever binge-watched a show, waiting for a plot twist that finally makes it all worthwhile? For so long, you've played the supporting role in someone else's story, waiting for your main character moment. Well, this is it. All the unseen giving, the prayers for others when you were barely holding it together, none of it was wasted. Every bit was a seed planted for this exact harvest. God isn't speaking in riddles or metaphors here. This is direct, like your best friend FaceTiming you with urgent news. Let the words echo. You matter, and heaven has taken notice. There is a spiritual emergency broadcast happening. Are you paying attention? Imagine the stories. People just like you reached points of desperation, only for sudden, impossible breakthroughs to shatter their limitations. It started by choosing to listen, believe, and take action. This invitation isn't a generalized, hope you see this. You're called by name. Still skeptical? Picture for a second the feeling of utter relief. Debts erased, family protected, peace at home, promotions you didn't see coming, challenges crumbling. That's not fantasy. It's the overflow of miracle wealth, which is so much bigger than just money. Miracle wealth means peace, healing, restoration, answers to long-delayed prayers. It means going from, how will I make it, to how can I help someone else? It's stepping into a new normal where provision follows you. The enemy's biggest play is convincing you it's too late. Maybe you even told yourself, I missed my chance. I'm too old or too broken. My best years are over. That stops tonight. God says, now is your time. Remember the classic underdog stories in American culture, Rocky's comeback, Rudy on the football field. Your moment is even better, because it's written by the divine. Let's make this interactive. Picture what would happen if, right now, a message, call, or surprising opportunity brought your breakthrough. What would change? Type it. Declare, God's miracle wealth is mine. I receive it now, in the comments. Let your words be the key that unlocks the supernatural, the first domino in a chain of miracles. The bold get blessed, so shout your declaration and invite your community to do the same. Like and share your vision for others to get involved. Now you might ask, how will I even know this is real for me? Here's the spiritual hack. God is never silent. Sometimes he whispers through repeated chances, unexplainable peace, that lyric you can't shake, or friends who reach out at just the right time. Ever see repeating numbers? Hear the same word over and over, bump into coincidences that don't feel random. Write that in the comments. This is my sign. I know God is speaking to me. Your courage sparks a wildfire of faith for others. Remember, most people will scroll by, lost in digital noise. But you're standing out. That's favor. Want to recognize your spiritual signals? Look at your last week. What moments, patterns, or themes repeated themselves? Journal them. Share one in the comments right now. Maybe it's hearing this message, a meaningful encounter, or a dream you can't shake. That's your personal evidence God's at work. And now, let's talk sacred timing. Why these 10 minutes? We all know the power of a timed release, like when the best deals drop at midnight on Black Friday, or when you score front row tickets before they're gone. In the Bible, miracles often showed up suddenly. Freedom came in the dark of night. Walls crumbled after specific actions. Healing hit without warning. If you're waiting for the right time, this is it. Seconds matter. Delay is destiny's enemy. That inner voice urging you to act now? Honor it. Here's what I want you to do. In the comments, write, I will not miss my miracle. I choose faith over fear. Hit that like button. Share this with someone who's teetering on the edge, and subscribe for more breakthrough moments. Take this as your sign to set everything else aside for the next few minutes. These moments are sacred and could produce a harvest for years. You might be wondering, what's the cost if I just ignore this? Look, in spiritual reality, opportunities aren't like city buses. They don't just come around endlessly. This window is rare and precious. Throughout history, the biggest losses came from chances not taken. The Israelites hesitated and wandered for decades. The rich young ruler walked away, and people have missed life-changing moments because comfort felt easier. Is there something you still regret not acting on? What if this is your second chance moment? Don't let distractions, doubts, or pride be the villain in your story. Heaven sees the steps you don't take just as much as the ones you do. Don't let your story be defined by what if. Take your stand. Declare, I refuse to miss my miracle. I say yes to God's call. State it loud in the comments, in a journal, say it out loud, but most of all, believe it. Now, let's anchor everything in a promise that's not just wishful thinking, but is written, unbreakable, and eternal. When God makes a promise, He means business. Malachi 3:10 says God literally dares you to test His generosity, promising to throw open the floodgates of heaven with a blessing you can't even contain. Think about that. He's not stingy. Psalm 23. One's classic line puts it best. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. Read that again. Nothing. You're not left out. Even if you feel overlooked, remember, a lot of legends stepped into their calling late. Ever heard of Samuel L. Jackson's big break after age 40? God's never late and never done. So declare in the comments, I stand on God's promise of abundance. His word cannot fail. That's your contract with heaven, the promise you can replay whenever doubt shows up. And don't forget the team behind the scenes, God's angels. You may not see them, but just like security hidden at a Beyoncé concert, they're working overtime, protecting, delivering, fighting for you. They show up in stories from Hagar to Daniel to Peter. God's messengers are moving right now. But you have a part to play. Create an atmosphere of faith, gratitude, and worship. Invite the supernatural into your everyday. Speak positively, refuse negativity, and be open to unexpected help. That time you barely escaped danger, or something worked out last minute? That's angels on assignment. Share your testimonies and type, I welcome God's angels into my life. Deliver my miracle wealth now. Flood the chat. Share your faith. Let your home, your mind, your heart become a touchdown zone for God's best. And before we pray together, because yes, we're about to go there, remember, your story, your legacy, your breakthrough is tied to this moment and what you do with it. So pause, breathe in this sacred time, and open your heart for the next part. Nothing changes a situation like a prayer fueled by expectation and authenticity. This is the kind of prayer that has rewritten thousands of stories. Here we go. Don't just listen, participate, and own it. Hit like, comment, declare every step, and stay tuned for more. Claim this moment. The world is waiting for your testimony, and I can't wait to celebrate your miracle right alongside you. Let's make this viral. Share your declaration, drop your prayer request, tell your story. Someone else is scrolling and needs to see your courage. This isn't the end. It's your new beginning. Your miracle is about to swing wide open. Type, share, subscribe, and get ready. The testimony starts now.